What it is, OG Shaker fams. It's the OG Shaker Garage. We get down with all kinds of whips. Follow my channel. You know I got the 2020 Challenger Scat Pack wide body 50th anniversary. But we play with them all, baby. It's an ES300 98. This was my mama's car. She gave it to me. It's my daily commuter. I got to get the HHR back up. A couple tires, and we built the suspension on that. But this video is not about that. We shall post that one as well. So we got our FCS parts here. It was an eight-piece kit. It was about $320, $340, I believe. Might have went up now. You know, everything's gone up. But I already installed the fronts on another video. Here's the left rear, right rear, and this is when you're sitting in the vehicle as the driver. This will be the left rear will be behind me on the left, and the right rear will be to the side of me on the rear, right? So when they give you these parts, you got to pretend you're sitting in that driver's seat, and that's how you know what side is which. And make sure you know what side is which. Actually, manufacturer, whatever you need to do. Here's the L for left, but yeah, you don't know if it's left, what left, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's when you sit in the vehicle as the driver. This is the left rear, so that's going to be behind me on the rear. Here's the R for the right rear, that's going to be to the side behind me, right guys? You guys got that? The rear links, stabilizer links, they don't have a designation. It doesn't matter. I call the manufacturer to make sure, so I could use these on either side. On the fronts, I did have a left and a right, but you can see that in the video. Those are different parts number. But anyways, kind of jumped ahead a little bit here, not too much. See these? This has two clips right here. Clip here, clip on that side. This seat pops up so easy. Bam, take it out. Okay. I'm gonna pull this out of our way. I wonder what that is. That looks like the fuel pump. But anyways, we don't need that. So we're gonna have to remove these. There's a bolt here, and then one on either side. Right there. One on that side. One in the middle. Those are number 12s. I'm gonna remove those. And I haven't done this job before. We might have to remove the seat belts. Maybe not. These pop out of here, so we might not have to. We could just probably get these out of. I don't think we have to remove those. I could just lift this up here, I believe. We'll see about that. But if we do, we got our socket ready. It's a 14, and it's 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. So let's get it. Get yourself I got my big boy impact. I got my little guy right now, but I'm not worried about it. If you don't have that, just use your handy dandy ratchet, and let's get to it. So that being said, you have to remove these seats in order to do the rear suspension. If you're wondering why I'm doing all that, because there's some bolts back behind here for the top of the McPherson strut to get out your rear McPherson struts, your shocks. But the correct terminology is McPherson struts. So that's why we got to do this, and it's not too bad at all. Actually, I'm gonna clean the seats before I put them in as well. But hang tight. All right, guys. So we don't gotta remove these seat belts. Because like I thought, I just stuck a little flathead in here. Just pry this open. It did have a little gap that I saw, so you just pry these open, and they pop up. Alright. And then we can sneak that out of there, and then we'll be able to sneak our seat out of there. And you got 3 of them, so do it for all 3, alright? Just be careful, don't pull it up too much, because they're brittle and they will snap from right about there. But I got lucky so far, alright? So hang tight, and let's get it. Alright. So when you do this, you gotta push the seat from the bottom up and out. You got these deep hooks, 3 of them, sitting in there. 1, 2, and 3. So I popped off the headrest. And the easiest thing was that you don't have to pull these seat belts off. I just maneuvered them to the side, you know, pull them long, got them tucked it to the side. Did the same on that side, and the center one, again, I stretched it out and pulled it to one side. So you don't need to remove the seat belts. You can if you want, I'm not. So, and then that's it, man. Just pop one side at a time. I got on the driver's side, lift it up, and then pull the top forward. I had to play with the other side, play with the middle, and once you feel them, you got all 3 engaged, you just try to lift it up. Just have one side unhooked, bam, get to the other side, bam, get her done. She's coming out. All right, let's do it. So unfortunately, they should have a little cutout here because the bolts are under there and this plastic thing. So gotta lift this up. I undid it from underneath here. You pull out this little grommet right here. Just pretty much just pull it out. Just make sure you don't lose it. No big deal. All right. Have one on either side. Pull that out. Get this bad boy out. You don't have to pull it out. I did. I'm kind of anal. I guess it was holding around something inside of there, but I wasn't going to take off this whole panel. So I just pulled it, tore it, but you'll never see it. Only I know. Yeah, it bothers me, but oh well. Is what it is. You could try to just, get your hand up under here as you lift this up. And you can access, you can still get in there and access, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. So I just pulled it apart from there. And you can see those bolts or nuts right there, and there's 3 of them. So let's get it. We got to do the same for the other side. Hang tight. Alright guys, so I used a socket on these. Needed a deep 12-point socket here and on the rear. This one to the left right here, right there, it's super tight to try and get a socket in there. So I just got my open end 12 and I busted her free. And I mean, after you bust her free, you could just do it with your hand. So I'm not too worried about that. All right, just to let you guys know. So the other 2, you can get a deep socket on there and then just finish it by hand. It's simple. It comes right off. Bam. Just remember, before you let the last one loose, make sure you can reach around and you can stick your arm right here if you don't have nobody on the side to just get this side off and broken free. But hang tight and let me get this bad boy off. And I will catch you on the other side, but if you want to see this right now, right here, we have 2 19mm bolts that hold on this McPherson strut right here. Bam. You could sneak